I am so excited about this Yuffie episode for Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, so let's talk about some things that we might come to expect. Beware of spoilers, let's get odd. I made a previous video with some analysis of the trailer, so please be sure to check that out if you haven't yet. First thing I'm wondering is how Yuffie's episode will start. In the trailer that they showed us, it opens with her looking through the scope, but I'm not sure that's how the episode will open. I think there could be a short scene of Yuffie in Wutai and a representative of the new Wutai government explaining her special assignment to her. It might even be her father, Godo. The scene doesn't have to be long, but it could offer some sort of clarity as to why she is traveling to Midgar. And Wutai could be teased in the same way that Nibelheim was kind of teased in Remake Part 1. I kept replaying this scene where Yuffie arrives in Midgar and falls off this ledge, thinking I could pinpoint where she was. Particularly this shot where it's a slums area with train tracks. I looked through the Sector 5 slums and the Sector 7 slums, but I didn't find anywhere that looked similar. I thought it might be the abandoned factory area. It's possible it's just kind of an nondescript area, but I'm assuming she was sent to meet Sonon in Sector 7. I thought it was funny when Cloud reads this sign and says,
"Danger. Falling debris. Keep out. Not going that way."
I thought that might be like some sort of funny clue or foreshadowing as to where Yuffie falls, but behind that fence is where Johnny gets taken away by Shinra soldiers, and it didn't look like the same place that Yuffie falls. It might be safe to assume that she arrives in Sector 7, but it also might be funny if we see her parachuting out of a helicopter into Midgar and maybe even getting a little airsick in the process. The trailer then immediately cuts to Yuffie meeting with this branch of Avalanche. I was thinking about how she would come into contact with Avalanche, so I thought of two characters. My initial thought was this scene where Tifa says,
"Remember, she's a good friend of Avalanche, so be nice. Please."
So maybe Yuffie meets with Marl somehow, and Marl introduces her to Avalanche. But I also thought of this sequence where Tifa says,
"We've got to save him, Cloud."
Is he Avalanche?
No. He doesn't really know what we do. But he has his suspicions. And he's a talker.
So maybe Yuffie somehow overhears either Johnny or someone who Johnny spoke to about Avalanche, and upon further investigation, Yuffie comes into contact with this other group of Avalanche, and she tells them that she's looking for someone named
Sonon Kusakabe.
When this Avalanche member says,
"They're the ones who blew up the reactors,"
it makes me think that she's part of a different branch of Avalanche, because somehow she knows that Barrett's group is responsible for the reactor bombing, but she's separate from that group. Still, it also makes me think of Nelly and Finn, and if they are part of this other Avalanche group or not. In the official announcement for Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, it says, "In this new adventure, play as ninja Yuffie Kisaragi as she infiltrates the shadowy Shinra Corporation to steal a powerful materia and restore glory to her homeland." I wouldn't be surprised if she actually hides her true agenda from Avalanche and kind of uses them to meet her own ends. In the original Final Fantasy VII, Yuffie is this mysterious ninja character who is very deceptive. She straight up lies to the group and she steals all of their materia. Especially in this scene where Yuffie is waving around the materia and it changes colors, it makes me wonder if they will carry on her theme of deception into this episode. I think that when Sonon says,
"We deserve what's coming to him,"
that he's referring to Barrett's Avalanche group as Shinra publicly blames them for the Sector 7 plate drop, and that could lead to some interesting friction where Yuffie could eventually meet Cloud's group and view them as enemies. Also, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movie Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. The fate of Sonon kind of reminds me of the fate of the characters in Rogue One, where the filmmakers kind of go back and they create this story. They kind of have free reign to create these characters, and they end up dying at the end. They kill them off. And the only reason why I think that is because we've never heard of Sonon before, and he doesn't appear in the original Final Fantasy VII. So I kind of feel like it would be easy to write him in, and it would kind of be easy to write him out as well. My biggest question about Yuffie's episode is, do you think that Yuffie will join Cloud's party at the end? And I personally don't think so. I think that the Yuffie episode will act as an awesome introduction of her character. We'll get to play as her and see new gameplay and story, but I don't think she will join the main party just yet. We will actually get to play as Yuffie before we get to play as Red 13, which is kind of unfair to us Nanaki fans. But as we were already introduced to Red 13, I think part 2 will start off with learning how to control Red 13 scene, and then Yuffie will join the party at a later time. So do you think that Yuffie will join Cloud's party by the end of the episode? Let me know down in the comments. For other videos from Odd Drummer Gaming, click or tap the screen. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you liked it and you want to see more content like this. Stay odd and keep on playing.